My seventh topic is what's in a camel's hump. Camels have special features for surviving in the desert. You could travel a long way before you find food or water. But this doesn't bother a camel. Its humps contain enough fat to keep it alive for up to 3 weeks. Water is no problem either. When it gets a chance, a camel can guzzle down a bathful in 10 minutes. Something about camels. Number 1. Eyelashes. Sandstorms are common in the desert, so camels have long eyelashes to stop sand from getting in their eyes. Number 2. Nostrils. To prevent sand going up their noses, camels can close their nostrils. Number 3. Humps. Bactrian camels have 2 humps, while dromedary camels only have 1. Floppy humps. If the camel stops eating, it starts to use the fat stored in its humps, which then go floppy. When it has another meal, the fatty humps build up again. Normal humps, floppy humps. It's a fact. Each hump contains up to 35 kg or 77 lb of fat. Who can survive the longest without food? Crocodiles. Crocodiles can gulp down huge prey, even digesting bones, horns, and hooves. A big meal like this can keep them going for months before they have to kill again. Olms. This strange white salamander inhabits cold, dark cave waters in Europe. It can go without food for years and has a lifespan of 100 years or more. Now it's time for true or false. Number 1. Camels get their water from their humps. Answer: false. Some water is produced when a camel burns the fat in its humps, but it relies on drinking water. Number 2. Lots of camels live in Australia. Answer: true. Camels were introduced to Australia by humans. Number 3. Camels defend themselves by spitting. True. The spit is also mixed with some spewed up stomach contents for extra effect. My 8th topic is, can porcupines shoot their spines? Porcupines cannot shoot their spines, but they don't really need to. An angry porcupine charging backwards can put off the hungriest of predators. As well as this, their long spines can break off to lodge in the flesh of any animal that gets too close. Something about porcupines and their predators. Number 1. Wary lion. Even a big predator like a lion is careful around a prickly porcupine. Just a single spine gives a painful jab. Number 2. Puffed up. A porcupine can raise its spines just like many mammals can raise their hair. It makes it look bigger and scarier to an approaching predator. Number 3. Alarming tail. A porcupine's tail spines are hollow, so when it shakes its tail, it makes a loud rattling warning sound. It's a fact. Porcupine spines can kill. A lion can die from an infected spine injury. Do you know what other animals have defense tactics? Skunk. Skunks have black and white markings that warn predators to stay away from them. If an approaching animal is not careful, it may get a nasty surprise. If threatened, a skunk will do a headstand and squirt a stinking fluid from glands near its bottom. It can aim for the eyes to blind an attacker. Armadillo. An armadillo has no way of fighting opponents if it is attacked. Instead, it has bony plates under its skin, which form a shield over its back and head. An armadillo can even roll up into a tight ball so that even its soft belly is protected by its armor. Now it's time for picture quiz. Which animal has had a run-in with a porcupine? Answer: a husk. My ninth topic is, how do monkeys swing through the trees? Monkeys use their grasping hands and feet for climbing, but not all have the extra special skills for swinging through the branches. Some South American monkeys, like the spider monkey, can do it with the help of their gripping tail. The tail works like a fifth limb, helping the hanging monkey swing across big gaps between high branches. Something about monkeys. Number 1. Grasping tail. A spider monkey's tail is prehensile, meaning it is used for grasping. It even has a palm-like patch of bare skin for getting a better grip. Number 2. Long arms. Spider monkeys have long arms for hanging from the branches. This makes them more acrobatic than other monkeys. Number 3. Long fingers. Spider monkeys have long fingers for hooking over branches. Each foot has a big toe that can also grip. It's a fact. Spider monkeys get their name from their spider-like limbs and tail. Do you know which animals speed through the trees in a different way? Gibbons. Gibbons from Southeast Asia are the king of the swingers. They use their hook-like hands and extra strong arms to swing forwards under the branches. Sifacas. This Madagascan lemur has strong legs for leaping from tree to tree while gripping the trunks with its hands. It uses its tail to help it keep its balance. Now it's time for quick quiz. Quiz number 1. Do all monkeys have a prehensile tail? Answer: no. Only spider monkeys, woolly monkeys, and howler monkeys have prehensile tails. Quiz number 2. Who swings through the trees the fastest? Answer: gibbons can reach top speeds of 55 km per hour or 34 miles per hour. They are actually small apes rather than monkeys. Quiz number 3. How can hands or feet of monkeys grip so well? Answer: many monkeys have opposable thumbs and big toes, meaning that they can grasp around a branch with the opposite fingers and toes. My 10th topic is, why do meerkats stand on their back legs? When you're the size of a squirrel and you live on the ground, you need to stand as tall as possible to keep an eye on what is happening around you. Meerkats stand on their back legs to spot distant danger and occasionally to enjoy the sunshine. Now something about meerkats. Number 1. Back legs. Meerkats walk around on 4 legs, but they are good at balancing on their 2 hind legs as well. Number 2. Eyes. Meerkats have excellent vision for spotting predators. Adults keep watch on the group from a high rock and alert each other when they spot danger. Number 3. Heat patch. Meerkats have a patch of bare black skin on their chest that is really good for soaking up heat when they sunbath. It's a fact. Meerkats take in turns to keep watch for 1 hour. Do you know which other animals warn each other of danger? Vervet monkeys. Vervet monkeys are high climbers and can spot faraway danger. They have different alarm calls for snakes, eagles, or leopards. Weaver ants. When their nests are under attack, Weaver ants release special chemicals called pheromones that warn the rest of the colony. Now it's time for quick quiz. Quiz number 1. How do meerkats signal that danger is coming? Answer. A lone sentry calls out with a shrieking bark. Everyone in the group then runs for safety. Quiz number 2. How do meerkats escape from danger? Answer. They escape down burrows, which is also where they raise their young and sleep at night. Quiz number 3. Are all meerkats in a group related? Answer. No. A group usually has 10 to 15 individuals from 2 or 3 families. My 11th topic is, why do lions have sharp teeth? Animals that eat mostly meat need teeth as sharp as knives. Lions have pointed teeth that can pierce the tough flesh of a large buffalo quickly and easily. Something about lions. Number 1. Canines. Lions suffocate their prey by clamping their front canine teeth around the victim's throat. Number 2. Back teeth. A lion's strong back teeth have sharp edges that work like blades to slice up prey. Number 3. Rough tongue. A lion's tongue is covered in tiny hooks, which helps it to scrape meat from bones. Carnivore teeth. Carnivores mean meat eaters have sharp teeth as well as strong jaw muscles that enable them to attack with a fierce bite. Herbivore teeth. Herbivores mean plant eaters have flat-topped back teeth with sharp ridges to grind tough leaves. It's a fact. Only male lions have a mane of hair. Do all carnivores have the same teeth? Great white sharks. Each tooth of a great white shark has a jagged edge, so each one can slice a cut. Unlike mammals, sharks continuously replace lost teeth. Their wide jaws have a strong bite too. Crocodiles. The pointed teeth of a crocodile are useful for stabbing, but not much good for slicing. Crocodiles snap their strong jaws and twist their entire body to pull prey apart. Now it's time for picture quiz. Who do these teeth belong to? It's a rat. Rat teeth grow continuously as they are worn down by chewing. My 12th topic is, are moles blind? They might have tiny eyes, but moles aren't blind. They just can't see very well. However, if you spend your life in a pitch black tunnel, a good sense of touch is much more useful, and moles are experts at feeling for worms. Something about moles. Number 1. Small eye. A mole's eye is barely wider than 1 millimeter or 0.04 inches. It is probably sensitive to light movement and some color, but it cannot see in much detail. Number 2. Digging claws. In complete darkness, moles use their big clawed hands like shovels to dig through the soil. Number 3. Nosy sensors. The North American star-nosed mole has 22 wiggling tentacles on its snout that are extra sensitive for detecting tiny prey. It's a fact. The star-nosed mole has 25,000 touch sensors on its special nose. Which animals really can't see? Golden moles. The golden mole from southern Africa is not actually related to the dark-colored moles. Its eyes are covered with skin, so it can't see anything at all. Mexican cave tetras. Over 1 million years ago, some of these fish swam into underground cave waters. They've stayed in the darkness ever since and have become blind by losing their eyes completely. Now it's time for quick quiz. Quiz number 1. What is special about a mole's fur? Answer. Their soft fur is like velvet and can lie flat in every direction. This helps a mole to easily move forwards and backwards through its burrow. Quiz number 2. What are molehills? Answer. These are mounds of earth that are formed on the surface when moles push soil out of a deep tunnel. Quiz number 3. How much food does a mole eat each day? Answer. A mole can eat half its body weight in food each day, mainly earthworms and insects. My 13th topic is, can dogs see color? Our eyes contain different color sensors, so we can see all the colors of a rainbow. But dogs have fewer kinds of color sensors. Like us, they can see blue, but to them, red and green look like yellow. Colors that humans see, colors that dogs see. Something about dogs. Number 1. Dog vision. The dog sees the blue ball, but the other 3 colored balls look similar to him. They all look yellowish. Now something about humans. Number 1. Human vision. As well as the blue ball, the girl sees 3 more colors: yellow, green and red. Number 2. Color sensors. Human eyes have red, blue and green sensors. The girl uses red and green ones together to see yellow, and red and blue ones together to see violet. Can animals sense things differently from humans? Bees. Humans can't see ultraviolet light, but bees can. Ultraviolet patterns on flowers, like the dark marks on the image on the right, guide them to sources of nectar. Snakes. Some snakes rely on special heat sensors on their head to find the warm bodies of prey, such as this dog. Now it's time for quick quiz. Quiz number 1. Which animals have good color vision? Answer. Animals that rely on vision in bright daylight often have good color vision. Quiz number 2. Why are some people colorblind? Answer. Some people are born colorblind because their eyes don't have all the working color sensors for full color vision. My 14th topic is, do mammals lay eggs? Most mammal moms give birth to live young, but the platypus and echidna from Australia lay eggs instead. Mammals that lay eggs are called monotremes. They keep their eggs warm until they hatch into blind, hairless babies. The mother then feeds them on milk, just like other mammals. Something about platypus. Number 1. Duck-like bill. The platypus has a rubbery bill for scooping up worms and shrimp to eat. Females need this in order to have enough energy to produce milk for feeding their young. Number 2. Limbs. The platypus has webbed feet to help it swim through water. Males have a poisonous spike on their heel, which they use for self-defense and to compete for mates. Number 3. Soft fur. Short, waterproof fur keeps the platypus and its egg warm in its bankside burrow. Comparing eggs. Platypus eggs are often less than half the size of the average chicken egg. They hatch approximately 10 days after they are laid. Chicken egg, platypus egg. How do other mammals look after their young? Marsupials. Most marsupials keep their young in pouches. Marsupial babies are tiny when they are born. A newborn kangaroo is no bigger than a peanut. Babies stay in their mother's pouches and drink her milk to grow strong. Placentals. Placentals, such as these pigs, are mammals that keep babies in their womb so they can grow bigger before birth. Moms develop a placenta, a special organ that provides food for the baby while it is in her womb. Now it's time for picture quiz. Is a cat a monotreme, a marsupial, or a placental? Answer: a placental. My 15th topic is, do bears eat honey? Even though bears are related to meat-eating cats and dogs, many also enjoy sweeter foods like honey. Sun bears from tropical Asia are the smallest type of bear and have the sweetest tooth of all. They can't resist raiding beehives for honey, and even angry bees won't put them off. Number 1. Beehive. Bees make honey from nectar, which they gather from flowers. They store honey in special cells inside a hive and defend their supply by stinging intruders. Number 2. Sting-proof skin. In the hot tropics, thin fur keeps the bear cool, but its skin is extra thick to help stop bee stings. Number 3. Long tongue. The sun bear has the longest tongue of any bear. It is perfect for lapping up honey or getting into the nests of insects such as termites. Number 4. Long claws. A sun bear uses its powerful front limbs for climbing, and its strong claws can easily rip open honey-filled hives. Is it a myth? Do monkeys eat bananas? Some monkeys love fresh fruit, such as bananas. Like humans, they can see color well and look out for the colors that tell them fruit is ripe. Do mice eat cheese? Mice would have to be very hungry to eat cheese, and they stay away from the smelliest kinds. They prefer grain, but also sweet things like biscuits. Now it's time for quick quiz. Quiz number 1. Bears are omnivorous. What does this mean? Answer: they eat a wide range of different foods, including animals and plants. Quiz number 2. Which kind of bear eats more meat than any other? Answer: polar bear. Quiz number 3. Which bear eats bamboo? Answer: giant panda. My 16th topic is, why don't polar bears eat penguins? The Arctic and Antarctic are both covered in snow, but otherwise they really are poles apart. On top of the world is the icy Arctic, where polar bears live, but at the bottom, freezing Antarctica has different kinds of animals, including penguins. Some penguins live a bit further north, but none ever cross into the northern half of the planet, so polar bears and penguins never met. Where they live? Polar bears live on land and floating ice in the Arctic. 20 kinds of penguin live in the southern half of the planet in places such as South America, Africa, Australasia, and Antarctica. Now something about polar bears. Number 1. Furry ears. A polar bear's hearing is extremely sensitive, especially to the sound of the bear's natural prey, such as seals. Number 2. Fatty skin. Many animals in cold places, including polar bears and penguins, have fat under their skin to help trap body heat inside. Number 3. Killer claws. The polar bear has hunter's claws, but also extra fur on the soles of its feet to help grip the slippery ice. It's a fact. The polar bear is the world's biggest land carnivore, means meat eater. What does eat penguins? Leopard seals. Danger to penguins usually comes from the ocean. Leopard seals are especially fast in the water and prey on penguins. Killer whales. A penguin is hardly a mouthful for a big killer whale, but that doesn't stop them when they fancy a snack. Now it's time for quick quiz. Quiz number 1. Are there any land predators of penguins in Antarctica? Answer: the only land predators in Antarctica are seabirds. Penguin eggs and chicks would be eaten by seabirds such as skuas and petrels. Quiz number 2. Which kind of penguin lives furthest north? Galapagos penguin. It is found only on the Galapagos Islands off the Pacific coast of South America, just south of the equator. Quiz number 3. Do any flightless birds live in the Arctic? Answer: no, there are plenty of land predators in the Arctic, such as the polar bear and Arctic fox, so birds need to be able to fly to escape danger.